confront them on the street and try to help them. And everybody know this by now. The people that hate you the most among black people are the people you go to help. The cat you trying to feed, he the one trying to kill you. You hearing about it all, even with the rappers, which I'm sure you fully familiar with. They ain't getting shot by somebody across the street. They getting shot by their homie that been down with them. And that's part of the pain and the cycle that we want to end. That cycle of hating your brother if he step up to help you. That's what happens when we on the street. So it ain't that we are hostile or rowdy. What it is we being confronted with the pains of black people. And as soldiers for the Most High, we step up to whatever it takes to help get a brother through that fire. And you can look around you in every city, we all over the country and outside the country. And the reason for that is because we didn't let that rah-rah stop us. We didn't let them words coming out their mouth slow us down from trying to save a brother. Sometimes you gotta fight with your own brother just to save him, because he don't want to be saved. He don't want to get stopped. He don't want to stop the evil he doing. But with a little tough love, a lot of times you can win. So that rowdy thing you seeing is only because that's the arena we in.
Right.
You know what I mean? An arena like this, we don't need to get rowdy unless somebody get rowdy with us. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when it comes to the ISUPK, what do the ISPUK stand for?
Oh, the ISUPK stands for the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We started out in Harlem in 1969, finding out our identity that we are the Hebrew Israelites. 1 West 125th Street, that's where we found it at. And from there, we go on to build. Israelite is our identity. When you trace the history of blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians back to their origin, their real origin, you find out they Israelites. Hebrew, that's our language. Black people have been trying to struggle to speak English and French and Spanish for years, but our true language is the ancient Hebrew language written on the ancient scroll. So Israelite school is for Hebrew Israelites and of universal practical knowledge, because Lord knows we don't have no more black society left. So we need a universal and a practical set of knowledge to help us get back to where we are. So that's what it stands for.
Now, is this a religion?
No, there's no such thing as religion. Religions are something that men make up. Men make up religion. What it is an identity. The Chinese got an identity, the Arabs got an identity, and they add a religion to their identity. We have an identity. Before we was called black and Afro-Americans and Negroes, we were called Hebrew Israelites for our language and the land that we ruled over. Had nothing to do with any religion. What God gave us was laws. God didn't care about religion. Religion is what's destroying us. What we got to do is go back to our identity and find out what God's law is. It ain't no religion on thou shalt not eat pork. That ain't no religion. It's simply a law. Don't eat it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no religion on thou shalt not commit adultery. It ain't no religion. It's just simply a rule that you got to follow. God gave us them rules. We left them rules and we destroyed ourselves.
So you
y'all
saying,
get in anytime y'all get ready.
So you saying that, I ain't gonna say religion is not real, but you saying religion is not the right way to go?
I'm saying religion ain't real. It's made up. You can make up a religion right now. The worship of coffee cups. And everybody can be out worshiping coffee cups. That don't make it real. It make it something you came up with. Check every religion that you ever heard of. And every last one of them traced back to some group of people that created it. Every nation created their own God except the Hebrew Israelites. They the only ones that God actually came to. If you checking out Islam, that's the Arabs' religion. If you a Buddhist, that's the Chinese religion. If you a Hindu, that's the East Indians' religion, or Southeast Asians' religion. Whatever religion that you following is really something that was created by a nationality of people. You understand? And that's why I said there's no such thing of them, because they all made up. Somebody made them up. You following this religion or that religion, you just following what some group of people made up. God came down and gave man laws.
So, but you said this started in New York in
1969. When I say started in New York in 1969 we rediscovered these records. We went back and searched the scrolls and the history and the records and rediscovered what we lost almost 4,000 years ago, which was the history of our people, the true history of our people.
So what were ISUPK, or what I say the Hebrews, doing before y'all rediscovered the truth?
We was in darkness following everybody else's religion. The majority of black people in America are in the Christian church. The Christian church is predominantly ruled by the Baptists. The Baptists started in America under the Ku Klux Klan. And we following the religion of the people that lynched us in the South, right down here in North Carolina. We following their religion. We following their man-made way of life. So that's what we were doing. We were lost in the darkness, following everybody's religion. We were filling up the prisons and learning about Islam, which is an Arab man's religion. You understand? I'm not an Arab. Why am I worshiping an Arab man's God? You understand? I'm not a white man. Why am I worshiping a white man's God? Well, that's what we were doing. We was lost. We didn't know who we were. So we were following everybody else's idea of what God is about. Everybody else's made up religion. But then we went and searched the records and found out we had laws. And we had laws that we lived by. And what's so profound is this. When we go back and look at them laws that we were following is everything we breaking right now, and it's why we all messed up. You want to know why we killing and getting high and doing this and doing that and doing everything that we know to be negative? Because we don't have them laws anymore. We don't have them rules. We got street rules now. That's our rules. We got no snitching rules now. That's our rule. When before that, we had actual ancient righteous laws that came from God. We had to go get that back. We got it back now, and now we spreading it.
Being that, like you said, it started in 1965?
1969.
1969.
We started re-emerging with the records.
Being that it started in 1969, it was a whole wave of people, millions of people before 1969. Y'all just discovered the truth in 1969. So all the people that has came and gone before 1969, where did they go? Did they go to hell, heaven? Cause they didn't know the truth. Y'all
That's
just
right.
found out the truth. So what happened to all them people?
That's right. It's a real big misconception about man on earth. There's a common saying that you only live once. That's a lie. We all been here before. According to those ancient records of the Bible, we've been here many generations. You've been here before. I've been here before. All these brothers and sisters in this room, they all been here before. When you go back and read the scriptures, it explains to you, and the brothers can pull the scriptures on it. It explains to you that we've been here many generations over and over again. So for every one of those brothers and sisters who died in their ignorance or didn't know better, they all coming back in the babies we having right now and getting the opportunity. Like, God ain't a sucker. God is going to not let you get played. He's going to give you a chance to do what's right and get in the kingdom of heaven. How does he do that? By bringing you back into the earth. If you was a murderer before, if you was a drug dealer, if you did all kind of evil before, you might die. But guess what? You're going to be born back in the third and fourth. Give it to me, third and fourth generation. You might, give me the one where Christ said that you did it with me in the regeneration. You're going to be born back in the earth. And then when you come back as that baby, your parents, who now are getting the truth from the ISUPK, they're going to teach you right because now they learned right. So now when they teach you right, you're going to rise up this time and you're going to have them laws correct. And you're going to not do the things that you did in your former life. That's why you died. You died to pay the price for your former life. Now you back in the earth to live a righteous life. You understand? So it ain't no harm, no foul. The whole reason that they had to die in their ignorance because we had to be punished. Because when we had these laws 4,000 years ago, God told us to carry these laws out, Deuteronomy 28. He said, look, man, follow my laws, and you're going to live and prosper and be great. We got arrogant, smart like we like to do. We ain't listening to all that. Instead, we want to follow everybody else's religion. And as a result, God cut us off from that knowledge. He said, I'm going to cast you out and cut you off. He cut us off. And so we was in that ignorance. But them brothers and sisters, you're going to see them again. They're going to all come back. We all been here before. Death is just the transition. That's why ain't no need to fear death. Because you coming right back. Like God ain't stupid. Everybody want a chance to fix what they did wrong. Everybody want a chance to, fix their family, or make amends for some evil that they did. The Lord ain't make you to just die in that and that's the end. No, you be back and you be able to correct that.